maybe for deadlift in particular, what are some three? What are some things you'd recommend to someone if they want to increase their numbers? Okay, that's me. I want to increase my numbers.
Yeah.
So any exercises in particular, or is it just something you do over a long time? What are some things you?
Yeah. So let's go with like for numbers on like squat, bench, deadlift,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah,
Probably first thing is like practice. So doing them multiple times a week.
yeah.
So like variations of the movement. So one of the things that's going to help your numbers blow up is if you can do something that's very specific to what you want to improve. So let's say a deadlift in this case, if you want to get better at sumo deadlifting,
Yeah.
one day do a sumo deadlift, and the next day in the week maybe do a variation that's close to it. So maybe a pause deadlift, pause sumo deadlift. So increasing a bit of the amount of practice that you have with the movement you want to get better at is probably number one.
Yeah.
The second one is build muscle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's like the underlying thing as well.
Yeah.
So yes, do your main movements.
Yeah.
But then after that, focus on some of the main primary muscles that move in that lift you want to increase.
Yeah.
So deadlift, sumo deadlift. After we do it, we're going to focus on hamstrings. So we might do some RDLs. We might do some maybe a stiff leg deadlift, hamstring curls. We're going to push hard on those.
Yeah.
And then that's going to allow for a solid base to build from. And then as you get closer and closer to testing or peaking or something like that, then you'll drop down the amount of hypertrophy or building muscle you do. But it's definitely, that's another main thing. So, and then probably the last one is consistency over time. I could say like work on your technique as well, but I probably wouldn't. Like you can, as long as your technique is consistent for you and it's not, changing sort of massively week to week, doesn't really matter too much how you go about it. Like you can lift with a bit more of a flexed, rounded upper back, even a little bit of lumbar flexion is fine as long as you're building it up over time and you're consistent with it.
Yep.
But probably the last main one is just pushing hard.
Yeah.
Like not to failure all the time, but at least like an RPE of 6 or something like that on most lifts. So practicing the skill often, number one. Number two, building muscle, especially around the areas that are the main movements in the lift you want to get better at. And then number three, just effort over time, at least RPE 6 on most things.
Yeah, great. Yeah, especially on the last one. Everyone just thinks like if you're training for strength, you're just hammering it every single session. You go on balls to walls and stuff. But in reality, it's not like that.
No, it's actually not.
Yeah.
It's actually not. It's almost, no, I wouldn't say the opposite, but it's almost like you get better strength gains by actually keeping further away from failure.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think about.
Yeah.
But I guess it allows you to practice your technique more and really ingrain those patterns.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
And you're not absolutely cooked.
Yeah, for sure. Not to say that if you went balls to walls every session, you wouldn't get stronger, but I think something a bit more sustainable.
For strength, I think. For strength.
Yeah.
Because if you go balls to wall all the time, it's just taxing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just taxing.
Bit of a, also got to consider the longevity in the game as well. Sure.
That's it.